Good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me better than you could yesterday. I realized after the fact that I had the wrong microphone going. So you were listening to me through one that was sitting over on the other side of the room. I apologize for that. So today I hope you can hear me. Let me know. I got a new headset. It should be functioning properly. And right now I'm pulling up my chat. So while I do that, let me remind you my name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel, I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. So if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and let's get going. All right. Good morning, Nargis. How are you, honey? Happy to see you today. It has been a crazy evening. Yesterday was one of those days. I don't know what was happening in the air, but let me tell you, seemed like everything was all over the place. Jennifer Skalak says, Angie, I need advice. Good morning, DJ J Love. Good morning, Shell Soul. Jennifer, what do you need advice about? Good morning. Okay, Narga says refreshing. Okay. Hi, Terry. Wiley, how you doing? She says, hi, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, Jennifer says, there's no financials settled in my case. Okay. Literal Best is back. Hey, Literal Best, welcome back, honey. Says good morning. And Angela Scabland is back. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? She says, good morning, Angie. Everyone, I am hypersensitive to criticism. How to deal? Oh, excellent question. Okay. So it's really difficult. And I'll tell you guys, I think you guys must know that by this time I have mostly resolved my hypersensitivity to criticism, being that I'm sitting here talking to y'all on YouTube. Um, because if you were doing what I'm doing, you would know that YouTube, some people are really mean on YouTube. So, um, the thing that I have personally done is, Angela, I've learned how to define myself. And, if someone gives me an opinion about myself, I'll think about it. And if I think that it's accurate, well, then if I want to change something, I will. And if I think that there's some truth to it, but they're being hurtful on purpose, I'll deal with it. What it comes down to is choosing how to take in the criticism. Okay, so I try to remember that I always want to be the best me I can be. For example, when I first started doing videos, I always used to put music below the video, like, in the video. And people complained and they said, I don't like to hear the music all the time. It was too loud or it was too distracting. And so you'll see that 99% of my videos don't have music below the information unless it's a certain type of video. Um, so, and then for another example, I did a video. Angela, you should watch that video. Not Google, go on my channel and search for haters, the word haters, or hater. Hater or haters, I can't remember. I did a video specifically about this because people will attack me sometimes in really mean ways. They'll tell me I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I don't know what I'm talking about. Who am I to talk about narcissists? They'll call me a narcissist, all kinds of good stuff. And it all comes down to remembering that person, isn't the be all end all judge. And I know why you're hypersensitive. It's because you've been through abuse with a narcissist. But if you can take the criticism and turn it around in your head and understand the value of it, if it's valuable criticism. And then sometimes people criticize us just because they're assholes. Let's be honest. So that's something that you have to be aware of, and you just kind of have to let it roll off your back like a duck. Watch that video I made about it, Angela, and let me know if you need me to go into more detail. Yeah, and I will be happy to do that. Okay, let's see here. Good morning, Jillian. She says she's off to work. Totally lost my place in chat, y'all. Okay, Katie Budgell is here. She says hello. Dustwalker73 in the house says hello. Hello, you guys. Monica Weierbach is here. Says good morning. Or is it Weierbach? Says good morning, Angie. Good morning, Monica. How are you? Alley Cat in the house. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? She says morning glory. Love. Nice. How you doing, honey? I think you are one of my admins if your name is Allison. Am I wrong? Colleen Brosnan is here. Hello, love. How are you? She says, "Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well." Literal Beth says, How was your feeling today?" I'm feeling all right. How are you feeling? Um, Arcadia Sabater is here. Hi, Arcadia. How you doing? Nargis says, "Here I am, lovely and pink Angie." Thank you, my friend. This is one of my little Queen Bee t-shirts, actually. uh, Unseen Melly says, "Morning, finally here at the beginning. Hi, I'm okay and not on a silent treatment at the moment." Well, that's something, I guess. That is definitely a positive, and I'm glad that you're here today, Melly. We see you. Kaylin Wilson is back. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? Malta says, "Welcome to Morning Coffee with Angie," and offers advice for those who cannot hear yet. Good morning, Miss Jillian. She said she's off to work. Rhonda Like a Phoenix is here. Hey, Rhonda. She says, "Good morning. I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you." She says, "What advice is there for the narc who goes from harassing by text and email for 3 days, then to silent for 4 days? Makes me uneasy and anxious." Well, are you saying, are you finished with the narcissist and then suddenly they were, blowing you up and now they stopped? It's possible that someone, they became distracted by another person, or someone told them that you might call the police on them. I guess I need to know more information about the situation. I kind of remember you telling me about your situation, but I talk to a lot of people, so I don't want to get confused and say the wrong thing. Rhonda, remind me, are you guys together? What's the deal with you guys? Are you divorcing, or what's your situation? Arcadia says traumatic bonding. Yes, yes, indeed. Trauma bonding is very, very difficult. Hello, Miss Amanda Jackson. She says, "Hi, all." Hello, Angie. So much going on. Well, tell us what's up, girl. Hair changes colors back. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? She says, "Good morning. Good morning." Mavis Washington in the house. Hello, Miss Mavis. She says, "Good morning, Angie. Good morning, everyone." Literal Best in the house. She says, "Who would criticize you? You're so, so wonderful." Well, thank you so much. Um, I sometimes think it's narcissists who criticize, and sometimes I think it's just people who are mad that I said something, or people who just are critical people. And sometimes I think it's people who sit behind their keyboard and, act like they're better than everybody. I don't even care. Karma comes back. You know what I mean? They'll get theirs. It doesn't matter to me. See, that's the thing. Um, when people do criticize you unfairly, those are the people that you have to learn to blow off. Angela Scableland, just so you know. Okay. Thank you, Literal Best, by the way. Angela says, "Have a good day," to Jillian. Jillian says, Hugs and love. Malta, everyone. Angie, thank you, Miss Jillian. Back at you, girl. Hugs and love to you. Southern Charm is back. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? She says, "Good morning. Hope everyone here this morning gets the best advice and support they need. Survival is a new life of happiness and rediscovering what can be a reality." Absolutely, my friend. Totally agree with you. Malta says, "Good morning to myself, Colleen, Jillian, Hair Changes Color, and everyone." Good morning, Malta. How you doing, honey? Happy you're here. Thank you for always being here. You're so amazing. I really appreciate you so much. Nargis says, "Hoping to start college in fall or at least by spring." Oh, that is amazing. I think I'm back. Am I back? Let me see. I think so. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I think this is it. Yay, I'm back. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Let's see. Okay. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Am I on the right microphone? Malta, you can hear me? Let me just double check. I don't know if I can even do anything. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I should be good. Yeah? Okay, fabulous. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to scroll back up. I don't know if I've lost some of the chat now. Yes, I did. So I'm going to have to just start where I am. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm going to start right here. We're at the very top of my chat now is Dustwalker. Dustwalker73 says, finally escaped my narc this week. I'm really sorry, guys. If I missed your comments or your questions, please re-enter them in the chat because I've missed a big portion of the chat when I had to come back in. It restarted my chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I'm going to start with Dustwalker. Finally escaped my narc this week. Congratulations. That's amazing. Now just waiting for the divorce to proceed. He's making that such a pain as they always do. Oh, I totally feel you, but you know what? It's temporary. Just stay strong. It's going to get so much better so fast. I promise. And I know the divorce part sucks, but we're all part of this whole deal. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there, in whether we've been legally married to a narcissist or we just had to walk away from one. There's always the stuff, you know, whether it's a family member or an ex-husband soon to be or whatever. There's always the mess in the middle, you know. So stay strong, take a deep breath, and realize that this last part, this was temporary. You're going to get through it, and it's going to just suddenly your life's going to be a lot better. Your life's probably already feeling a lot better now that you're not dealing with the narc on the daily, I'm thinking. Bonnie says narcs are very critical, whether to your face or behind it, sneakily to others. Absolutely, that's the truth. Yes, they are, and that is why we struggle so much with criticism after the fact, because we become so sometimes numb to it while they're doing it to us. But then when we go into a normal life and we're not being criticized 24/7, if anyone criticizes us, sometimes we feel overwhelmed by the criticism. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's really important for us to reconfigure our perception, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Re-understand the world, because we literally have to start over when it comes to understanding people after we've been with a narcissist for very long, or if we were raised by one. On a certain level. Quinita Kwan is here. Hey, Quinita, how you doing? She says, good morning. Hello, hello. Nick Bro says to Jennifer Scalock, dealing with crazy. He's a nutball and a pretty package. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Malta says, video has been lost. Am I gone? Dang it. Or is this the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Video and audio lost. Hold on. Am I back now? Oh yeah, I'm back. Okay, okay. Hey girl, hey. Hey Rick Mash, how you doing, honey? Okay, I'm scrolling back up. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I'm still here. Okay, Stacy the Sparkling Star says, please don't buy therapy from AJ Mahari. I warned her about a narcissist ex-friend she interviewed, and she played both sides. I don't know anything about that. She says that she lied to her and continued to make a channel with a narcissist. I don't know anything about this. I can't. I'm sorry, Stacy. I love you dearly, but I don't do YouTube drama on Facebook, and I don't even know who AJ Mahari is, so I'm going to stop talking about that, honey. But I do love you. Cindy Minton. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Cindy. How you doing? We all lost me. I'm so sorry about that, guys. My bad. Okay, so Jennifer, you're saying I don't know how I will financially make it to November. I want you to talk to an attorney if you can, and see if there's something else they can do. I'm so sorry. Miss Lily says, good morning. Good morning, Miss Lily. Tommy D says to Bonnie, it's a one-way street with them. I've learned to never expect any genuine love and or kindness in return. Renee Goodell says, good morning, everyone. It's good to be here this morning. Good morning, Miss Renee. How are you? Malta says, good morning to Ms. Lily. DJJ Love says, so true, Tommy D. Um, Aja Red is back. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? She says, Angie and fellow survivors, hi. I'm really struggling right now with my PTSD and also watching my ex gaslighting my 7-year-old. I feel like a total failure most of the time. Oh, sweetheart, I think we can all relate to that feeling. And I want you to know that you're not a total failure because you just told me that was your ex. And your 7-year-old, knowing what you know, the best thing you can do with your child is educate. I can't remember if you have a boy or girl, but educate him or her as much as you can up to the point that he or she can understand at this point. So the PTSD is painful. I know it is, but knowing that it's happening is not, it's power, because when you know it's happening, you can take steps to change it. So when you're going through like the panic attacks and you're freaking out about stuff, little things, my friend, like for example, walk around and notice what color everything is in the room. Somebody in our morning chat one time suggested choosing one color and walking around and trying to find things that are that color where you're at. Another thing that works is to take your eyes and follow them like on the four corners of your screen clockwise for 2 minutes. Same thing works if you follow the corners of a window or a wall or a door. It helps to sort of clear your head a little bit. Standing up and moving into a different room is helpful, or walking around the block, turning on some music, anything to change the environment a little bit, change the atmosphere, useful. The PTSD thing, it's normal. I bet you a lot of people in this room have it, but it doesn't mean that you are in any way, you're normal. After going through this kind of abuse, it's normal for you to feel that way. So keep that in mind. Tina Martin, sorry about the black screen. Hopefully you can see me now. Yeah, and as Bonnie says to Tommy D, it's true. It's a one-way street with narcissists. Absolutely. Yeah. Madeline Gutierrez in the house. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? She says, good morning, Ms. Angie and Rumiz. The weather is still horrible here. Please keep praying. Thank you. Fact for today, your voice in your head needs to be louder than your narc. This is recovery. Damn right, Madeline. That's the truth. It's the truth. Your voice in your head needs to be louder than your narcissist. And even if you're still with the narcissist, you need to still work toward that. It's even harder while you're still with them. But even when you're gone, if you've been with one for many years or you were raised by one, holy shamoles. Their voices, it becomes so loud in the head that in your head that you can't even hear your own for a while. And you have to learn to listen to yourself again, because I promise you, it gets better. Stacy said, I just don't want anyone getting hurt. I totally understand, and I appreciate that, Stace. I don't want anyone to get hurt either. Candy Cook says, lost connection, come back. I came back. I'm sorry about that, guys. Again, I'm sorry. Johnny B. Good says, I should have listened to the videos, but sometimes you have a gleam of hope that it won't happen to you. I totally feel you. DJ J Love has prayers for Madeline and says, my kids are there in Houston too. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Jacqueline, okay. Hi, Jacqueline Fortune. How you doing? Jillian says, Aja, I went through the whole CPTSD thing too. It's lived day by day, but if you feel like your child is in danger, maybe consult with a counselor. Angie's videos really helped me get through it. Thank you so much, Jillian. And I know that you have gone through it for sure. It's been, and probably, the thing about CPTSD is that it continues, but it gets better. So I think that I still probably have a touch, if there's such a thing as a touch of CPTSD. I still have moments where I'm triggered here and there, but now I know how to deal with them effectively. And, I have my moment and I move forward, little things like I did a video on the Daddy of Five thing because there had been abuse in that household, and watching just a few of the clips. I'd never even heard of Daddy of Five until some of my viewers asked me to look into it and talk about it and tell them what I thought about it. I definitely thought there was abuse, and it was very triggering for me to watch this happen. And so, I think I was upset about it for like 2 days afterward. It was so shocking to me. And, but it wasn't about me. And thankfully those kids are now removed from that. They're back with their real mother or whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is that, everybody who's been through this can still become triggered at some point in some way. And knowing it and knowing how to deal with it is important. And that's how you continue to grow and get better, as you go forward. No, I didn't lose power, Bonnie. I lost internet for a minute, I guess. Sorry about that. Work, little circle, work, Tommy said. All right. All right. Dustwalker. Barbara, I hope you're still here. I'm back now. Let's see. Hello, Sherry Weiss. Miss Jillian, I appreciate you so much, and I love you too. Um, Aja Red says, also feels like the trauma therapist we see doesn't really get it. She suggested I try family therapy with my narc mom. Well, that sounds about right. In fact, that's unfortunately it's very common for that to happen. Um, yeah, I'm sorry about that. A lot of therapists aren't aware of NPD, and if they know about it, they don't fully understand it, and you know that's it. So, all right, thanks for sticking around for me, by the way. Um, Barbara, you're cute. Carrie McNeely, okay. All right, Sue Kessler. Hey, girl. Hey, Miss Lily. Hello. Okay. Jennifer says, Tommy D, that was funny. Okay, here, where was I? Yeah, Tommy D said the Narc Coalition. Okay. Yeah, Stacy says to Aja, I'm sorry, that was brutal. Yeah, totally. Southern Charm says to Sherry, hold on and pay close attention to how Angie and all of us have been here, and it is the start of more games. He's starting to discard and then come back. Don't talk unless you must, and trust. I agree. And yeah, the discard and the comeback, the hoovering, all that stuff. Jillian says, if you don't come back, I'll be listening to the video of you that I was listening to when the shot came on. I'm running late to work, so I'll wait a few minutes to see if you come back. I hope you got me, girl. Cindy Minton. Okay, good. Renee lost video. I hope we're though, right? Yes, I'm back. Okay. Woo! Okay. Barbara says, we have rivers and lakes for yards and roads around here in Texas. Oh my gosh. Are you safe, Barbara? I'd see PTSD Skype or YouTube groups like this online to take classes or something. Bonnie, actually, I have several of those things available for you. Lifemakeover.org, yeah, has some stuff, but Life Makeover Academy has stuff. There's all kinds of stuff on Queen Being. There's lots of different things, yeah. Malta says you're back. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. Terry sees me. Okay, everybody sees me. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. All right. I see you, Shannon O'Brien. Hey, girl, hey. Literal Best says, just want to thank you for always giving comfort and insights to others. Thank you so much, Literal Best. Appreciate you. Sound and video check. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Southern Charm. Thank you, Alley Cat. All right. Thank you, Malta. Literal Best. Wally. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My checkbox life. Yes. Life's Revival can see and hear me. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Mavis Washington. Yep, I'm back. Okay. Good, 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 good. Stacy, the sparkling star. Guys, I didn't go to my dad's fiance's birthday. My dad is a covert narcissist. I feel guilty because his brother died. Well, don't feel guilty, honey. That's what when you're dealing with a narcissist and you need to pull back away from them, then that's what you have to do. You can't just show up. Sometimes if you're no contact, you have to not go at all. And I know that's really hard, but no contact sometimes is the only way to get any peace. And so if you were to go, you might have opened up some old wounds and definitely some connections, and potentially have opened yourself up for further abuse. So don't beat yourself up about that, Stacy. DJ J Love says, yes, we can hear you. Great, great, great. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Carrie says, Aja, you need to stop relying on people. Find strengths in yourself. You can get through this. I do think it's important to be strong within yourself. I don't know what people you're relying on, unless you're talking about a support group. But I don't think you have to stop relying on people in certain ways, but I do think it's beneficial to be independent financially if you can, and to be independent emotionally as you move forward. Yeah, Shannon hears me. Thank you, Shannon. Okay, audio sounds solid. Fabulous. Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay. Nick can see me now. Okay, welcome back, Nick. Rick Mash says, there you are, Angie. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Nargis says, my screen says something went wrong. Tap to retry, and I have been tapping. Sorry, Nargis. Cindy Minton says, I'm sorry, Barbara. LA went through flooding 2 years ago. That's right. 2 times last year, she said. North LA, then South LA. My heart hurts for you all. Be safe. Yeah, I know it's horrible. I know, and I'm so sorry. Thank you, Miss Carrie McNeely. Appreciate you. Tommy D says, heard through the grapevine, my narc's onto a new supply, so I shouldn't hear from her for at least a month or two. That's the truth, ain't it? Hopefully she'll wait that long, at least. Renee says she's been dreaming a lot about the narc. Yeah, that's difficult, isn't it? I think that we've all kind of gone through that up to a point. And one of the things I recommend when you're going through that is to try to, before you go to sleep, try to be focused on other things, and try to make sure you're physically peaceful, mentally peaceful. Maybe go to sleep right after you think about things you're grateful for the night and things you love about yourself, or imagine the next day going perfectly as you're going to sleep, because they say we manifest in our sleep. So if you want to manifest things that don't involve the narc, try to focus on things that don't. A nice little bedtime routine can help with that. Sometimes change it up, do something different than you did when you were seeing the narc. Alley Cat says, yep, Raccoon, you're as good as gold. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Alley Cat's one of my awesome span admins, y'all. One of our Spanily. She's amazing. We love her. Terry Wiley says to Southern Charm, I do have him blocked. He contacted the other guy. I have to co-parent with him, so to have some contact. Yeah, I have to have some contact. Yeah, I gotcha. He contacted the other guy. What did he say to him, Terry? Did he say rude things about you, or did he threaten him, or what happened? Because I mean, if he's threatening him, I feel like, I don't know if there's anything they can do legally about that, but that seems like it's still some sort of harassment. I don't know. Electric is here. Hey, Electric. Says hi, Angie and everyone. Sue Kessler in the house says, hey, Spanily. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Nargis says, okay, here. Okay, good. Welcome back, Nargis. Bonnie553. Bonnie says, my narc is not there for me. Silent treatments, etc. Yet wants me to accompany him to an outpatient procedure for him and doctor visits, but yet he doesn't reciprocate. Are you going to do it? You don't have to. Turnabout is fair play. They get what they give, all of that. I mean, if he wouldn't do the same for you, and then I wouldn't. Do you want to go? What are your thoughts? Shannon O'Brien says there will be an offer on the narc mom's home tomorrow. Please send positive thoughts. This is the key to arranging more assisted living. Husband will attend. I'm so glad you have a supportive husband, Shannon. I think that's so important, especially dealing with a narc mom. And I know you put her in the assisted living. I will keep my fingers crossed for you. Everyone, fingers crossed that there's a decent offer on that home so that Shannon can keep her mother safely in assisted living and everybody can stay calm. Strength and love to you, Shannon. I feel you, honey. My checkbox life says retype. I'll have to see it when I get to it. Mavis Washington says, hello, Angie. I just want to know why a narcissist will want you fired from a job. Well, sometimes they want to know because they want you fired from a job because they want your attention. They might want you fired for a job because they want the job. They might want you fired from the job because they think someone at the job will take you from them in some way. Or if they find out that you're getting a lot of kudos on the job and people are really happy with you. Or if they think that you are getting, promoted too much, or too much attention, or too much validation. A lot of times it really comes all down to they have some kind of weird jealousy and they want you all to themselves. They think if you get a different job that maybe those attractive people won't be there, or those people won't like you as much, or whatever is going on. Can you tell me the story a little bit, Mavis? Tell me what's going on with that. Okay, Tommy D says, all's good. That's good news, sir. Sue Kessler says, PM my husband yesterday. He will not respond. His favorite dog was diagnosed with cancer, and he loves his dog. I don't want to tell him in PM, but he won't respond because he still blames me. Sue, I would just tell him, or not. He obviously is not being respectful enough to even give you a simple response. So it's up to you. I mean, you don't even have to tell him, really. I guess he could ask, you tried. You know what I mean? I wouldn't make it. I understand completely how that feels, and I know that dogs and cats are like people to us. And I know that he probably does want to know, but because he's blaming you and all this other stuff, you can't continue to kill yourself over that. Just let it be, my friend. You did your due diligence, you made the attempt. And if you still feel like you need to tell him, send him the note and that's it. I wouldn't. You tried. You tried. Nick Bro says to Dustwalker, I have to see mine on 9/11 for divorce. Oh, what a terrible day. And he doesn't even need to be there. Can a narc marry you for tax write-offs is my question. Very interesting. I guess they could if they thought that was going to help them somehow in tax write-offs. I'm I feel like I don't know. That's a good question. Does anybody know the answer to that? I mean, I guess you do get certain write-offs for being married that you might not otherwise get. I'm sorry about that. I usually have my phone turned down. So I don't know for sure. Let's see. If anybody has the answer to that question, can a narc marry you for tax write-offs? Let me know. Otherwise, I will. Sorry. Otherwise, I'll do some research and find out what I can on that. Okay. And I'll let you know. Abby Maldonado, hey girl, hey. She's waving. Hey, hey. And she says, hi everyone. Stacy says to Mavis, I went through that too. Yeah. Yeah, I remember, Stacy. I remember that on your video. Nargis says, ha ha ha, to Tommy D. All right. Yeah, he's pretty funny. We like that Tommy D around here. Let's see here. Oops, I lost my place. Jeez, oh, Pete. Ooh. Rose, I got your articles or the one article that you sent, and I think I saw a couple more emails. I haven't looked at them yet. I have so many, but I did like that article, and I actually am going to talk about that in a future video. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. I was going to email you about that this morning. Thank you again. I'm trying to find my place. Okay. So, hey, Narcissistic, Free and Happy. How you doing? Oh, yeah, Jillian's back. Okay. Okay. Abby Maldonado. Okay. Hey, Narcissistic Free. Oh, hi from Annie and Anna in England. Hey, Anna, how you doing? All right. Geez, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. Missy Trinkle. Hey, girl. Hey. She says, good morning, Angie. I have my first court date to get the narc out of the house tomorrow. Is it very stressful? It is very stressful, and your songs helped me last night. Hugs. I'm so glad to hear that, sweetie. I know how stressful it must feel. I'm so sorry. I totally feel you. And I'm glad that the songs were helpful. Everybody send strong positive energy to Misty. She's going through a hard time right now, like I know a lot of us are. Literal Beth says, yeah, I can bring flashbacks to your previous bad experiences if someone mimics the narc's past behaviors. That's absolutely the truth. And that was in the case of the Daddy of Five thing. I was kind of taken back to childhood a little bit. And I tell you, those kids were not faking it. Yeah. Stacy says, how you feeling, Angie? Fabulous. Thank you very much. She says, happy Tuesday, everyone. Southern Charm says, you will relearn what life can be and what boundaries are. Let him be gone. Yes, or her. Rick Mash says, Angie, I tried to explain how much pain and hurt she's put me through and that CPTSD is no joke, and then was told that her therapist says, oh my God. Okay. Here it is. Her therapist, his narcissist, says, Rick's narcissist therapist, says that there's no such thing as CPTSD, gaslighting, or BS therapist. Honestly, Rick, this happens way too often, and this infuriates me. This therapist is either not educated about this particular stuff or is full of shit, pardon me, or your wife is, or girl, whatever she is lying to you. Okay. There is such a thing as PTSD and CPTSD. It's documented. I'm sorry that this is happening. You don't deserve this. And I'm going to stand by what I said before. I really suggest that you stop with her whenever I know your situation and I know you're being careful, but this is too much. I mean, she's she's taking away, she's invalidating you by saying that. That therapist is not educated if they don't know about CPTSD and if they don't know about narcissistic abuse. I don't care what diagnosis she was given. I think she has, it seems like, I don't know. She's behaving like a narcissist, and that therapist is enabling her. Just saying. Outrageous. Ms. Lily says, I see you. Thank you. Madeline Gutierrez says, your own voice in your head needs to be louder than that of your narc. Fact. Yes, absolutely the truth. Angela, thank you. Angela Scablin. Okay. Terry Wiley says, I'm not sure if you missed my comment. I must have. She says, my kid's dad is sabotaging every bit of life I try to have. Yeah. Oh, he stalked another nice guy on Facebook and sent him a message and scared him. Was he being disrespectful to the guy? And, oh, wait. She says, I don't know how to have a life. I have to co-parent with him. He tricked me into primary custody long ago and uses that against me. Oh, Lord. We share the kids 50-50, but he takes me down to minimum when he's pissed. So he's using your children against you. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Taught me so much. Oh, thank you, Shamar Reed. Shamar Reed says, love your vids, taught me so much. I'm so honored and pleased to hear that. Thank you and welcome. Thank you. Stacy, love you right back. Renee Goodell says, Terry Wiley, you may need to block him. Yeah, and you know, Terry, I did a video a little while ago. I think blocking him is a good idea on Facebook. He doesn't, you aren't required to allow him to have access to your social media anymore. And I did a video, I don't know, last week or the week before about apps that are made to help parents communicate when they're not together anymore. And the good thing about these apps is that some of them are actually admissible in court. They maintain a record of communication. Some of them are even, where you can go back and forth with, getting parents to pay for things together, like you can put their half of the money, your half of the money, and whatever. But take a look at that if it might be useful for you, Terry. I know co-parenting is very difficult with a narcissist. I like to call it parallel parenting. Yeah. Nick Bro says, Bonnie, critical behind your back. That is so weird for a man to be gossipy. However, I'm thinking that my mom might be one too. Hope I'm not one. It is weird for a man to be gossipy sometimes, but certainly narcissists are all about that. And as you guys know, they are no strangers to the smear campaign. So Jennifer Skalak says, I have an attorney. There is nothing they can do until the court date in November. Oh my gosh. Well, could you get like a little part-time job or something, and while the kids are at school maybe, or look at some kind of other, working from home type situation? Talk to me. What are there ways you can cut expenses in the meantime? What can you do? Bonnie says, could you call your credit card companies and explain the situation and ask them to, take reduced payments until November? That's a possibility. Fill out a hardship form maybe. Anybody have other suggestions or ideas for Miss Jennifer? Bonnie says, Angie, any tips or strategies on getting through cognitive dissonance? Oh, yes, girl. Cognitive dissonance is hard. I've done a couple of videos on this, and it's really, again, this is all back to intentional vibration management. When you have those thoughts, when you have that trouble with putting your hands on reality, so to speak, or not believing what you're seeing, all this. Bonnie, in the interest of time, I'm going to ask you to go to my channel and search the term cognitive dissonance. I've done several videos on it, and if you need me to talk about it more, let me know, and I definitely will, okay? I've really gotten into depth on this particular one. Madeline Gutierrez says, I keep losing you, but I'm in the middle of horrible Texas weather. The narc is using this to see if I need anything, which I will soon, food, etc. I'm not engaging in text, not amending my boundaries. Well, good. I'm glad that you're not doing that. But I need you to stay safe, Madeline. Please keep us posted. I'm worried about you. I know we're connected on Facebook. Please let me know what's going on with you. Okay, honey? I want to know that you're safe. Narcissistic Free and Happy says, oh, that's Anna from England. Hey, girl. Hey, Anna. Rick says to Rick Mash, the only therapists are the ones who have actually suffered narc abuse. Remember, it's hidden abuse. That's the truth. The only therapists you should work with, is what she meant to say, are the ones who actually have suffered narc abuse. And I totally agree with that. And if they haven't personally suffered it, they need to have witnessed it, or they just truly very often cannot understand the pervasiveness of it. It's so sneaky, it's so underhanded that from the outside it might look like it's not happening at all, and people don't get it. And this includes therapists. Just because someone's a therapist does not necessarily mean that they're someone who understands people. They might have gone to school and learned some things, and some of them really do understand people, but some of them probably shouldn't be therapists, if we're being honest, but it just depends on the person and the situation. So no disrespect to anyone when I say that. And I'm not talking about any particular therapist in that case, and I'm not naming any names or anything, so understand that too. Just speaking from personal experience. Tommy D says to Rick, I wouldn't believe that for a second, buddy. I believe it's real, but you do have the power to overcome it. Both of those things are true. Yes. Good morning, Carrie. Carrie McNeely. She says, good morning, Angie. And I've got about 2 more minutes, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm running close, but I'm going to try to answer a few more. All right. Let's see here. Dustwalker says to Nick Pro, I'm sorry you have to face them again. I'm eventually going to have to do the same, but thankfully I have an attorney who understands and is running interference as she can. Thankfully, that is a very good thing, my friend. My checkbox live says we are divorcing this month after 19 years. Oh my gosh, honey. Well, that's a long time and probably most of your adult life. So, hey, I want you to look at it from the perspective of I get to start my life again. I get to do things the way I want them. I get to look decorate the way I want, dress the way I want, hair the way I want, whatever. It's a good thing, my friend. Try to look at it as an opportunity, not a sentence. Southern Charm says, Terry Wiley, you will. I was married to one for 20 years and it takes time. I promise you can do this. Stay strong. Best place to be is here. Thank you, Southern Charm. Appreciate you. Abby Maldonado says, yeah, that is so true. I'm suspicious thinking everyone who thinks highly of themselves is a narc abuser. I know that's hard. The thing is, you have to figure out how to differentiate. Here's the difference. It's okay to think highly of yourself. It's okay to think good things about yourself. It's not okay to not care how other people feel. It's not okay to have no empathy. The no empathy thing is the tipping point. Everything a narcissist does can be traced, everything that hurts us can be traced back to the fact that they have no empathy. Yeah. And I've really think about it. The way they speak to you, they can't possibly care how you feel. The way they treat you, the way they betray you, disregard you, leave you with no money when they're supposed to be giving you a certain amount of money. All of these things directly connected to the fact that they don't care how you feel. That's what makes a narcissist toxic. We have to remember, Abby, that every single one of us is on some level a narcissist. Every single one of us has self-interest, even if it's just enough to get up out of bed and eat something so we don't die. That's self-interest. So when it becomes toxic, when we start to call them a toxic narcissist, that's the tipping point, the empathy thing. If they have no empathy, they're toxic. That's when they hurt people, if that helps at all. Shannon O'Brien says, yes, color counting is great. Yes. Distracts that part of the brain that is misfiring. Exactly. Yeah. Bonnie says, I raised all my kids till grown with a narcissist husband. Bad idea. I covered him for decades. I thought it was the right thing. I feel you, sweetie. I think that happens more often than a lot of us would like to admit. Yeah. But you know what? Now, she said she covered for him for decades. How many of us have covered for the narcissist over the years? I have. I'm sure you all have while you were with the narcissist. Even if it was your mother that you were covering for, or your father, or your brother, or your husband, or your wife. All of us have covered for a narcissist somewhere along the way. And I would say that one of the biggest things we could start to do is stop changing, stop covering for them. And that might start to make them take a little bit of personal responsibility, but probably not, because then they'll just blame you for not covering for them and they'll have a big smear campaign. There's no point. Narcissists. They're not, you can't really have a successful relationship with one unless you're willing to give yourself up. Your true self, yourself. All right. Southern Charm says, use your PTSD for the gifts it offers. Indeed. Yes. Nargis says, can anyone here remind me of Angie's famous tip? Write down 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. 10 things you're grateful for and 3 things you love about yourself. Yes. Okay. Anna from England says, yes, the best place to be is here and narc awareness. It can only get better. I feel great after 20 months and learned so much about toxic people and toxic relationships. Thank you, Miss Anna. Appreciate you. Aja Red says, thank you. Yes, indeed, my friend. Oops. Quinita Kwan says, my narc told me he would call the police and press charges for defamation of character if I ever talk to anyone about him. I want to be able to explain myself to family and friends without fear. The only way that he could do that is if you lied about him. If you told the truth, there's nothing he can do. Pretty sure. If anyone has other alternative information, let us know. But I'm pretty sure that's the truth. Southern Charm says, amen, Madeline. And I think you would have to use his name or something, Quinita. I'm not sure, but let's see what everyone says here. I'll do some research and find out if no one mentions, but I think Jillian might know if I don't know if she's still here. She was going to work. Dustwalker says, to my checkbox life, hugs and strength to you during your divorce. My divorce is after 20 years myself, and I understand how hard that can be. It has to be better. It has to get better. It does. You know what, you guys, the divorce part sucks. It's terrible. But I'll tell you what, it's temporary. It will get better. I promise you, one day you will wake up and go, oh my God, I didn't even think about him today. And you'll know. Okay? It's going to get better. And I want you to stay focused on taking care of yourself, on loving yourself, and on giving yourself all of those things that you've been missing all of those years. Okay? Give yourself things that make you happy. Focus on what you love. Focus on your passion. Focus on things you care about. Focus on making your life beautiful again. You know, start with yourself, start with your home, start with your room, one thing at a time. You know, take care of yourself, love yourself. Literal Beth says, yes, about being raised by a narcissist and the voices. Yes, indeed, my friend. Yes. Bonnie says, I like that saying, Madeline. The voice in your head has to be bigger than the narcissist. Yes. Yes, Bonnie, you know exactly that. She had a narcissist mother, a narcissist sister, and then a husband. Exactly. Yes, my friend. All right. Lily, oh, Ms. Lily, we're going to be doing a big thing on child support during the summit. Make sure you're in on that. She says, anyone not receiving child support, 7 years, not 1 cent. Did any of you hire a lawyer or PI? I don't receive, my ex-husband owes me probably $60,000, $70,000 from my oldest son, who's now 20. I'll never see it. I already know. Occasionally I get his taxes, which are not very much. I get like, you know, I don't even think I got anything this year for his taxes. Anyway, point being, I never received child support for my oldest child. I did for when he was 9. I got child support for a year and a half, and that was because he was working at some factory, and his second wife, or was she his third wife? Third wife made him. I was the first one that I was aware of. There were 2 after me, and maybe he's married again now. But the third wife made him pay child support, or the state took it. She made him work. Either way, the money showed up in my account for a year and a half till he lost that job. But I've never seen any since or before. So I understand that feeling, and it's terrible. The state that I live in has free, they'll go after him for free. You just have to go down and fill out the paperwork. So they may have something like that in your state. They'll, you know, they go and they do all the things for you. You just have to tell them all the information you know, and they'll send people after him and everything. It doesn't cost you anything. So they may have that in your state. You might want to check. And you don't have to be on public aid or anything to get it. I wasn't able to qualify for public aid, but I was able to get them to go after my ex for child support. And when he did have a legitimate job, they took the money from him. Any other time, they just take his tax money. And like I said, I guess he's been either not working or working under the table since then. So, yeah. Did I answer Bonnie's question? I feel like I missed it. Did I answer it? I hope so. Okay. All right, guys, I want to keep talking, but I've been on a while and I've got to run, but I will be back. Don't forget. I will be back later today at 1 p.m. for our Talk to Me Tuesday second session of the day. So that's 1 p.m. Central Time. If you haven't already done it, you can subscribe and hit the bell notification button to make sure you don't miss it. And then you can also text AngieLive, all one word, AngieLive, to 33222. And if you do that, text AngieLive to 33222. I will be happy to text you 5 minutes before I go live each time. Now, be aware that that will be not just today's sessions, but every Monday through Friday sessions. All right. All right. I'm wrapping up. I love you all. I will see you in a few hours for the rest of our day. Please feel free to continue to chat. I will save this page and I'll come back and read the rest of the chat after my next appointment. And I will see you guys at 1 p.m. Central Time today for our second session of the day for Talk to Me Tuesday. Thank you for being a part of my day and a part of my life. Thank you for letting me be a part of yours. It really, really means a lot to me. I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody's comments. I'll keep going today at 1 p.m. Central Time. Hugs and love, y'all. See you soon. Let's see.